only had basically 2, 3 sessions with the boys, and thanks for asking. But it's a process, right? And we're looking at, we know the core's club values are development, and that's what we're looking at too. And, Ernst has given me the grace to look at the roster very early on. And obviously, we've evaluated that roster. And we were always in the market for looking, for sure, But I think I wanted the opportunity just to see within the principles that I'm trying to apply and how that sort of plays out on the current roster that we have right now. So, we've had a couple of obstacles in the first, I would say, 24 hours of getting here, but we've sorted that all out. It was all good. Luggage got stuck at the airport in London Heathrow, but it was all fine. So we managed to get the guys organized with cleats and runners, and then we could get on with our program. So, but I would say once that's all, cleared the green lights, we've been up and running, and things have been looking really good. So today was a really great training session in the morning, I must say. I've been sort of caught up with, we pronounce it Jan, so Glavinovic. He fits in very well with our principles. He's really good, solid box defender, 100%. So, I mean, obviously, once, I had the agreement with the club, then I got up to speed with Jan. Just in terms of his principles and how he's built. He definitely is a very comfortable centre back with and without the ball. He has some good timing of his tackles. He runs the line really well, and he defends the box excellently. So, we really like what we've seen so far, and that's just presented the case here in Marbella as well. Yeah, listen, I mean, we've had good open conversations with the players, and we've. It's my job to, one, implement a style and a philosophy that resonates with the club and with the team. So it's been my job now over the short term of, the last 2, 3 days, even in Philadelphia, during the medical testing, I've already conducted phone calls with all the players before I even arrived. Once I got announced, I caught up with all the players on a phone call, because they were dispersed all over the world. We got back into Philadelphia before the medical testing. And there again, I've caught up with senior players, I've caught up with younger players, just to get a general sense and a vibe of the team and the current status check. And all being very confident and very positive that we can hit the ground running. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to establish baselines of our foundations. And obviously we're evaluating that every single day, and every day we go further. It gives us a little more insight of how we built and where we need to look towards. So, I wouldn't say it's clearly said and done. I think we are always looking, and I think there are definitely positions that are still open where we could feel we might need to explore the market. And I know we are close in certain positions. So yeah, we'll keep on pushing that agenda. But yeah, I'm just focused right now on this group. There's a lot of work to do. It's pretty much, a refreshed philosophy of the Philadelphia Union, and there's a lot of work to do. I believe it's a small issue. Ernst and I have caught up about it, not in great length, but yeah, it's a minor issue, and it's pretty close to being resolved from what I'm hearing, and it won't impact us going forward over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, what they do bring is a lot of hunger, right? A lot of work rate, a lot of intensity. Obviously inexperienced at the MLS level, so this is like a real deep dive in the deep end, right? And we've seen some good things, but I must say a lot of the guys have stepped up to the messaging. I think the energy around the group, I think the spirit and mood around the camp, despite whatever travel woes we've got in here with, has all been excellent, whether it's young, old, experienced, not. So yeah, it's just been a very good cohesive group at the moment. And when we play on the field as 11 guys, as a unit, we need this connectedness. We need this as a collective in order for our philosophy to work. So yeah, we've seen good integration so far of young and old. The beauty is that, I told the players the flip chart is clean, it's clear, right? And there's names to be put on that flip chart come game day. But what I've seen from Jacob, he had to have something postseason, a minor intervention, and he's recovered really well from that. Listen, I mean, Neil's just still cutting his teeth into the trade of being a full-time pro center back. So there's a lot to learn and grow. Oluetu seems to be very up to the challenge, I would say. Very physical, very quick. He came in very fit. So as did Jacob as well as Jan. So, I think there's going to be good competition and not just the center back pairing. I think in every position on the field, competition is healthy. If we train and compete harder in training than any of our opponents on game day, then we'll be able to match the teams that we come up against. In transition, that's where we want the majority of our business to be done in, right? And yeah, if you can do all the analysis or the thesis over all the World Cups or all over the leagues all over the world, in and around that 60% all goals are scored in that phase. With the 30% is the set pieces. So 30% of all goals being scored in set pieces. And in possession, quite surprising, the things that a lot of people value the most, only 10% of the goals get scored within that, right? So we put our emphasis in our training methods within that 60% game model. And work on all the pieces accordingly. Not to say that I don't want to have the ball, I don't like the ball. I enjoy the ball myself as a player. But for me, it's about the quality on the ball as opposed to the time on the ball. So if we can have whatever percentage possession, but that time is quality on the ball and we're inflicting pain on the opponent and then we're getting success, then I'd rather do that for sure.